You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unit.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. Now, we're kind of like on a different set today, and I didn't even bring my microphone stuff, so I'm having to go old school with it here. But today, we are talking about the DC Multiverse Aquaman figure. But look, before we get into that, first of all, thank you for being here. We're so glad to have you guys here. The Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew can get together and talk about all the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, and so much more. And if those are things that get you excited, if those are things that get you combing the 7 C's for your favorite figures, then please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell and become part of this growing group of nerds. We want you here, all right? So please do that too. Now today we are talking, like I said, about Aquaman from the DC Multiverse Mcfarlane Toys Zack Snyder's Justice League series. And I've enjoyed these figures so far, and we are going to open this guy up. We're going to look at him, we're going to see what he's all about, and see if he truly cuts the mustard as King of Atlantis. Let's do that now. And here is Aquaman in all of his glory. Jason Momoa is just, gosh, he's just a sexy man. What else can you say? And I look forward to opening up this figure and checking out what's inside. But hey, first of all, let's take a good look at the box. You can see here it's the standard box for the Mcfarlane DC Multiverse figures. It's got the blue background, black and white scheme here. And it's got a couple little extra things, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. Up here at the top, it says Mcfarlane Toys, as it always does, and then it's got 22 moving parts of articulation, which for some people still isn't enough articulation. I don't know what more they want articulated. I mean, it literally is articulated at every joint, at every place. I think the only other thing you could do, I mean, what, maybe move the hair around? What, do you want a detachable beard? Do you want his fingers to move? I don't know. For a $20 figure, what else do you want in articulation? Okay, that's a whole other process. I don't know. Anyways, up here at the top, it's got the little Justice League 2021 symbol right there. You can see here it's for ages 12 and over. You can see him through the window there. He's got his silver trident, and he's got his armor here that he had for the movie. We'll get into the head sculpt and all that stuff in just a minute, but you can see him pretty well through there. It says DC Multiverse Aquaman, Justice League 2021. Over on the right-hand side of the box, it says Justice League 2021, Aquaman, Justice League, and down here it says Mcfarlane Toys. Over on the left-hand side of the box, it says DC Multiverse, Aquaman, and of course, Mcfarlane Toys. Here is the back of the box. The back of the box always looks really cool when it comes to these figures. Up here it says Mcfarlane Toys one more time because they just had to put Mcfarlane Toys on here one more time. Aquaman, Justice League. I don't know. It's just funny to me. They put this on here so many times. I mean, there's no way you could mistake who made this toy. Really. I mean, you got it right there. You got it down here, twice. Where else you got? I mean, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. On the bottom, maybe? I don't know. We'll take a look at it, but let's take a look at the back first. So this is Aquaman, Justice League, and then of course says each figure comes with a collectible trading card. Here is what is on the back as far as this is what is actually on the trading card. Now, I said in the other video, somebody pointed this out, and I think it's really cool, and I wish I would have thought about this before, but if you take this and you clip out just the photo, and you trim it up nice, it's actually a 4x6, and you could actually frame that, do whatever you wanted to with it. But it would look really nice. Here, of course, it says that the source is Justice League Director's Cut Film 2021, which we all know it's Zack Snyder's Justice League, but they can call it whatever they want to call it, I guess. Down here, you can collect them all. No, really, you can collect them all if you want, and if you can find them all. That's the big question. Down here, you got Aquaman, Batman. We've already looked at him, we've looked at Cyborg, we've looked at the Flash, and we've looked at Black Suit Superman. We're hoping to get our Blue Suit Superman sometime soon, and also our cowl free Bruce Wayne action figure. And we do have a helmet version of Cyborg. I'm really hoping to get a San Diego Comic-Con version of Darkseid. That is pretty much what I'll need. And of course, they made absolutely no, for those of you wondering, they did not make a Wonder Woman for some reason for this movie. Now, of course, they did make a Wonder Woman 84. I don't know why they maybe didn't just kind of darken that up a little bit and release it with this, because Wonder Woman was very much part of the movie. So I don't know why she's the only one that didn't get a release, but she's the only one. So down here it says Mcfarlane Toys. Wow, big surprise. And of course all of their social media outlets there that you can find them on, and an actual address where you can send stuff to and let them know what you think about what they're doing. Here is the bottom of the box with all of the info on it, all the warnings and all the photo information and all that stuff. And then of course the UPC symbol. It says DCJLM 7-inch figures. Aquaman. So after all that, let's go ahead and open up the box. Now with these boxes, I don't save these boxes because, you know, they're all just pretty standard. I know some people like the way that they look on the side here, but I do not save these boxes, so I just rip right into them. So we're going to do that now, much to the chagrin of my friend William. There you go, William. See, I didn't have to do too much ripping and tearing. All right, here is everything that it comes with Aquaman and Aquaman in the bubble. We're going to show you how what's holding him in here, because I think this is important, because sometimes you can accidentally break something or bend something. The trident is held in with a piece of tape there at the top and a piece of tape at the bottom, and then he is held in here at the middle part by these plastic straps that you got to get out of there. You could cut them. I just pulled them off, and he doesn't seem to have anything coming through the other side that you have to worry about breaking. So pretty much just inside out the plastic. Here is Aquaman outside of the package. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sculpt of this figure and see what he's all about. We got to start with the head, I guess. And with the head, it's been said that a lot of these aren't the best. I do not like this hair at all. This hair does not look like Jason Momoa's hair in the movie. Neither does his beard. It's the wrong color. It's all one solid dark brown. His counterpart for the Mattel figures, I don't have one handy on me because it's at home and I'm not home. Maybe I'll take a shot of it later and add it in. But that does not have this dark brown hair. This hair is weird the way that it lays. That's not how his hair even lays in the movie. I don't get what they're doing here. This is by far the worst looking of the Justice League figures, by far. The sculpt doesn't even look right. Doesn't even really look all that much like Jason Momoa. He just kind of looks like a Grizzly Adams kind of wannabe dude. No highlights, no nothing. The beard looks wrong. It's too short. I don't know what's going on with this. Some people have theorized that they may have not have had the time or the ability to rescan the actor, so maybe they just couldn't scan Jason Momoa's head because it was different, but it is what it is. That being said, he doesn't have a lot of ups here to actually look up. He's got a little bit of down there. He's got more down, I guess, than up, but I mean, look at this. He's got like a helmet here. His hair this is actually thick. What in the world is that? This is, oh my goodness. That's bad. That's really bad. And look at this. This is kind of shoddy right here. Look at this. You can see a bald head. Oh my gosh. But now, why all of a sudden do I want bald Jason Momoa as Aquaman? I don't know. This is awful. This looks like Darth Vader's helmet. Oh, dear Lord, that's bad. Okay, anyway, so you got that. And then his head will spin all the way around, like so. Man, I don't know about that. So then you got these shoulder pads here that come up here at the top. You want to be careful with those, as always, that they don't rip them off, because it is soft plastic. It's a soft goods. It's not soft goods, I mean, but it's a soft rubbery plastic. Of course, the arms have this this butterfly hinge right there, and then of course it goes all the way around like so. He does have a bicep swivel, and he has a double bending elbow right there. You can see he's got this pretty cool gauntlet up at the front, and that does spin around. But I think actually, you know what, his arm doesn't spin around. It's actually just the gauntlet. This is the gauntlet that spins around, so it's kind of loose there on his arm. That's interesting. His hand is the normal ball joint hand for these, so you go up and down, you can go all in different directions. And he doesn't come with an extra set of hands, so this one is open for him to be able to put his trident in, and the same thing over on the right-hand side. Right-hand side is exactly the same, including this gauntlet that is just loose like that. Then you've got the ab crunch, which is going to be different on this. He's not getting much at all because it's got these extra pieces here. This is rubber. This is like that rubber, that soft rubber, which kind of comes directly, it's armor over the actual piece. So I'm not sure what's up underneath here. It's just kind of a plain torso underneath there, and they put this rubberized armor on it, so you get a little bit of crunch on that. He will spin around up at the upper torso, and he will spin around, at least he should, yes he does, here at the bottom torso. I'm going to be careful with this because when I did Batman, he came apart. This also has the rubberized panties, the rubberized pelvic region. So this is all rubber. This is not part of the figure, actually. It's very loose. I mean, if you cut that, you would just take it right off. It would come right off, and then you wouldn't have a butt for your Aquaman, and that would be awkward. And you would just see the mechanics inside. So that's kind of an issue, but here you can see that, okay, it's not as bad as the Batman. Didn't pop out. It's fine if the legs pop out of that little hole there, but if these two pieces here that pinch onto that part right there, that make it go out, if those get bent, you know, your legs are never going to be quite the same again, because you can try to bend them back, but it's pretty much shot after that. It will stay, but you're not going to want, it's not going to be a toy that like a kid would be able to play with at that point. That's one of the reasons why you have to be careful going out too far like this, because you will pull that out of its socket. So don't try to go, you know, bend the leg way up over his back over him. No thigh swivel on this, and he does have a double kick to the face. No, a double bending knee right there, and he's okay. So they've got this rubberized armor here for his shin as well, and that spins around, but the leg itself doesn't spin around. And then he has the standard ball joint for his feet, so it goes up, down, all the way around, different positions, which, you know what, when I first discovered these, I've said this many times, when I first discovered this with Mcfarlane toys, I really hated this. Now I really like it because of the posability, and I've even gotten to enjoy the bending toe here as well. That at first I was kind of curious about those, but now I'm actually kind of fine. So the other leg does the exact same thing. So there is your articulation. I really don't know what more you want out of these. Like I said, people complain about articulation, that there's only 22 points. It's a $20 figure, and honestly, I see the more expensive figures, and I don't see much more in the way of articulation from them either. So if you would like more articulation, please tell me what you'd like articulated, because I don't see what else you could possibly articulate. I mean, I guess you could articulate the calves or something, but I don't know. Let me know. All right, let's take a look at his accessories. Here is the DC stand. It's a typical DC stand. Nothing really to it. He's got holes on the bottom of each foot, and of course, the peg goes right into the hole, and then you can adjust it. You can put him in all kinds of cool poses, which you couldn't get in before because it will hold him up. And this is where that toe bend comes in really nicely. If you put him just the right way, you can get him to do all kinds of cool stuff like that. Here is Aquaman's trident. It's a trident, yet it has 5 points. Yeah, I know. Tri kind of means, you know, 3, but they still call it a trident for some reason. Not really sure why. It's just a basic plastic. It's the basic silver plastic here, as you can see. Nothing really as far as, I mean, it's got a little bit of sculpting to it, but mine's got a little bit of extra plastic flash here on it. I'll have to take off, but other than that, I mean, it's not very detailed. It's not like it has any weathering on it to make it look like metal. It's just silver. Here is his card. As you can see here, here's the picture of Aquaman, where he's got a little bit of highlight in his hair, and his beard is much longer than that, so I don't know what's going on with that, but here he is right here. It says Aquaman Justice League, and then here is his bio. Aquaman Justice League data file, source Justice League Director's Cut. Should be Zack Snyder's Justice League, but I digress. Real name Arthur Curry. Half human, half Atlantean, Arthur Curry is an outsider who does not feel at home on the Earth's surface or at sea. That is, until the world is threatened and he joins Batman's newly assembled team of heroes in the DC Multiverse logo right there. So I do not have my other Aquaman figures. Like I said, I will show you what the other Aquaman figures look like once I get home. But for now, there is your figure. All right, so here, I'm just going to show you really quick, is what the 2017 version of Aquaman looked like. Very, very similar, as you can see here. But this face sculpt is much better than this Mcfarlane one. And they got the hair right with some highlights in there and everything. Much better put together. And even the Aquaman movie back there still looks better than this. They got the beard more correct with these than this. I mean, it's very disappointing to see what they did. So there you have it, folks. That is my review of Aquaman from the DC Multiverse Mcfarlane Toys Zack Snyder's Justice League series. Yes, it's quite a mouthful. But hey, did you like this review? Do you like this figure? Is this one of your favorite figures? One of your least favorite figures? Do you just really not care? Did you maybe pass on this figure altogether? Let me know down in the comment section. I just want to hear from you. I just want to hear from you either way. I don't care. Good, bad, indifferent. I really don't care. I just want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. Also, don't just give them to me down in the comment section, but also follow us on social media. I would love to hear from you on social media. That way you can share pictures with me of your toys, of your collection, of the way that you display them. I would love to see new ways to display stuff and see what creative ways you guys have come up with. So please follow us on social media today. Also, thank you to all of our patrons. Thank you to all of our members here at the channel and everyone who gives super chats during the week in all of our live streams. We're so grateful to all of you. We can never tell you how much we appreciate you and just really how much you mean to all of us here at the Poindexter Lounge. And also, thank you especially to everyone who just watches the channel, because without you, there is no reason to even be here. And so we're grateful and thankful to all of you, and we hope the best for you. Well, that's about it for today, folks. But remember, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and I will see you in the toy aisle. My man.